Hi everyone, hope you're doing good. Well, I am here with my first review of a gadget that I have been using for 1 month now. Uh, yeah, 1 month I guess. Yeah, yeah, it is 1 month. And I bought this device thinking this is something different which has come out after so many years, especially since the launch of OnePlus as a company. It was very appealing to me, especially coming to its Oxygen OS and the designs they were doing. Especially, it started off with the sandstone black, backpack, and at an affordable range at that point of time. And now here we are with another phone with similar thought process which it had at the beginning, and he's also one of the founders or was a part of OnePlus when it began. So I'm today going to review the CMF Nothing Phone 1. CMF is again a sub brand of Nothing series. So yeah, look, I'm going to do a quick review, not a quick review actually, a different take on what can be and cannot be. So yes, I bought this 6GB 128GB edition of the CMF phone. This is black, ash black, kind of an ash black thing, and the surface is plastic. The back panel is plastic, not the surface. The surface is as usual glass. It's an HD plus AMOLED glass. It's a good phone to hold. It doesn't feel heavier though. It doesn't feel premium as well, because you can see by the materials that it's not a premium phone, and the pricing is also made as such. So one good thing about this phone which I liked is the affordability. It starts at 15,999 and 17,999 for other variants. So that is the only thing I liked about this phone, and nothing else. So it says it's 120 hertz display, right? So that's what makes it look like it's snappier. It has that RAM extender up to 8GB, which again I feel is a gimmick. It didn't help with the performance of the phone in any which way. And yeah, another thing is, when I bought this phone, I was clear about it that the security updates are going to be only for 2 years. So it was launched last year, and now that I've bought it a month ago, I think a year and a half is left for this phone for the security updates. It's running on Android 15 right now, and it is the latest software that I have, and also have the latest security update for February. So no update as such in March. This is the software part of it, or rather the OS part of it. Coming to the OS, I just love the OS here. It's very clean, no bloatware at all, very close to the experience of having a clean software like how Apple has in their iOS interface. Very clean experience. I just love that thing about the phone. Because it's 120 hertz, the screen is snappier. Otherwise it's okay, the screen is okay. It has good brightness levels when you are out in a sunny day. And the thing I don't like about this phone is the speakers. Just a single speaker here at the bottom, not a great one at all. When you are on calls and you want to have a speakerphone on and talk to your the end user, talk to the user on the other side, the volume is really low. I mean, you can't even imagine. I had to struggle, and I'm a person who has a very keen eye. Even the minute of sounds I can catch easily. So hearing someone on a speakerphone while on a call is very difficult. So I think that is a very big thumbs down for this phone. The microphone is also not great. People tend to not hear it carefully whenever I speak on the phone, or not carefully, but they don't hear it clearly. So yeah, the earpiece speakerphone is also not great. It's not loud when you are holding the phone and talking, unless you have a wired earphone or a Bluetooth earphone, or a wired Bluetooth earphone like a neckband. Only then I think you'll be able to hear the calls very clearly. And the connectivity is not great for calls. The 5G, surprisingly, the 5G connectivity is very good. It catches up with the internet very fast, and no issues on that side. So yeah, all in all, I just am kind of leaning towards unhappy, not sad, but unhappy for the call quality here. And the second thing is about the camera. There are so many settings in the camera here, as you can see. You need to click on the three dots here and then select on the more settings thing, and then go for whatever settings you would like to change. But right off the box, when you open the camera, it doesn't give you the right image. You have to make your own settings to create the image that you're looking for, like an HDR, or say a raw image which is very good, or at least has good focus. So that is something you have to do with the camera. Otherwise the camera interface is very clean. Just love that. And one more thing I liked about this phone is the software, the app drawer. It is very familiar with iOS, and because I was an iPhone user for almost 6 years, I kind of switched to this interface because I just like the familiarity that I was used to using an Apple phone. So yeah, here it is. This is the interface, and it just adjusts itself to the kind of package that you're seeing here, right? And just love the widgets. The single widgets that you see here are for, again, these are the widgets that you can edit and put them across as per your requirement. Like here, for instance, I have something for a torch, a hotspot, which I use it regularly. This is the auto rotate on off, and this is for silent or vibrate, or say in sound mode. On the right hand side, I just added a widget for day and calendar. That's the battery widget. And this is the clock widget, which I like because I like to count the seconds too. And yeah, apart from that, I just love how it shows the widgets in gray and white, and has that hint of red wherever necessary. Like if I toggle it to say sound, it just turns into red. I like that bit. Small small things that make it a difference in using the phone. So yeah, this is, in that way, the phone is very good. I mean, it has taken the software experience from what Nothing Phone 1 has offered at the beginning. And no glyph light, as you can see, but these are interchangeable. As you have seen many reviews for that you can turn off the back panel and change it accordingly. You can put an accessory here to hang the phone onto your neck or to your hands. Add a stand here. I haven't bought any of this because this is just an experimental phone that I'm using it for a couple of months. I would definitely switch back to iOS again, because I think that is where my heart lies, because of the clean interface. Well, that is a different topic that we can talk in a later videos. Well, yes, another thing that I noticed is, I like having cases to my phone, and this is an aftermarket case that I got from the markets around my house. I like this case. It is a rugged case, and as you can see, this is a UAG case. Rugged case, very useful, especially I'm kind of a person who often drops the phone, but also careful. So I like to keep rugged cases to my phone, just buy those all the time, and to protect the screen basically, because the back is anyways plastic and you can change it. However, the problem here is when you try to insert the phone into the case, it's quite difficult to do that, like quite difficult to do that. As you can see, I'm struggling here. No matter how easier way I'm trying to do it, I'm just struggling here to put the case on. I understand this is not a phone to be used for with a case, but you know, for a person with a case, this can be a difficult situation. And yeah, so I'm still struggling here, not trying to act anything out or anything like that. But yeah, now as you can see, the case is fit with the phone, and it has these raised edges to protect the screen. Well, I haven't put any screen protector because I like to use the phone that way. And yeah, but the next thing, if I try to move this out, remove this from the phone, what happens is, as you can see, you know, because the cases, you know, they hug to the phone and they are, you know, stuck with the phone, right? So for phones which are you know, which have those bags which are just stuck to the phone and are not easily removable, or only the service center guys can do it, or not, basically all the phones nowadays. So if I try to remove it, right, so what happens is, the case, because it's plastic, it comes out easily from the edges, but it doesn't come out all the way, but it does come out a bit, so that you know that, and then you have to just stick it there again with your fingers for the panel to go back to it. And then yeah, so this is a hard time that for me, putting the case on and off. Well, I frankly speaking, I always put the case on. I'm just doing it for the review, so you know, to have that clean look and everything else. Well, apart from that, it's okay. That's the main issue there, because I like to have different cases for the attires that I'm wearing. And another thing is, the one thing which I liked about the Bluetooth connectivity is, I have Apple AirPods Pro Generation 1. So you know, in the recent update, what they have done is, I noticed this because I use the AirPods Pro always whenever I'm on calls or want to listen to a good music. So when I open the case, right, like how you get the you know, if you have the battery widget on iPhone, you get a symbol about the charging left in the case, and also the charging for each of the earpods individually. So it does the same here as well. So when I open the AirPods, it shows the charging for the case like iPhone does, and also the individual charging left for each earpod, which is a great integration. And you know, for a person who has always been in iOS, it's a great integration to see that, you know, two operating systems can merge, right? They can merge and create something different and useful for all the users across the world. So that will be really helpful. And yeah, although I don't like the quality of AirPods Pro Gen 1, and I'll have a review for that later as well, but that is a good small touch they have done here, which I like a lot. And another thing that I like is, you know, when you go to settings, right, when we go to settings and you click on about phone, the image that you see here, as you can see, it is running on Nothing OS 3, which is a great you know, addition to the current OS that we have. The image that you see here is for the color of the phone that you have. So say, suppose if you have a blue color phone of the CMF Phone 1, or an orange color phone, which I would love to have the back panel of. So yeah, you can send me if you want me to, CMF, if you're listening. So you see the color of the phone on here on the settings, you know, it doesn't show a single color. So if you have an orange phone, orange colored back panel, it will show the orange color back panel here. So that is one small touch they have done to have that small attention to detail. Apart from that, it's running on Android 15, and yeah, I'm hoping I would get a security update for the next year as well. So that is one thing. And another thing which I liked about this phone is the integrated small media player that you can do. So if suppose if I'm on YouTube, right? So I have YouTube Premium. So what happens is, if I want to, I can drag it here and keep it as a small screen there, and I can also change the size of this widget. So if I try to change the size of this widget, it will help me do that, and I can scroll through the shorts or the videos that I'm going through here, right? So I can still go ahead and do that, and also I can run some app in the background as well, right? So that is a good touch there, which I liked. So yes, these are few things which I have noticed in this phone. The camera quality is not great again. The selfie camera is below par, I would say. I mean, needed some kind of an improvement. Also, yes, those are the things which I noticed while using this phone. I like the stock sounds that they have, which came with the Nothing brand. Those are very good. And all in all, I think this is a great package for people who are just looking to handle a phone. I don't think playing games would be a great initiative for this phone. I don't think it can handle well. But for your day-to-day use, with the 5000 mAh battery pack, it works for at least 1.5 days. So say suppose I have charged 100% battery today, I can do it for the next day, probably in the evening. So that is one good thing about it. It has good battery backup. Again, condition supply, that I don't play video games, I don't play any kind of games. I only watch Insta and YouTube, pretty much it, and also some shopping. So yeah, that is the thing that I use the most, hence I might be getting 1.5 days of battery life. And also I noticed that if YouTube has integrated some video games in their app, right? So if my son is playing for at least say like 10 or 15 minutes, the phone tends to heat up a bit, which is something not concerning, but yeah, it heats up good enough that you have to stop using the phone and then keep it aside for a while, like say 5 minutes max. That is the other thing that I noticed about this phone. And I don't keep pointers or any notes or anything ready. I'm just shooting as I'm getting thoughts about the phone, so bear with me. Yeah, I think pretty much that's it for my end for this phone. Nothing much to discuss about it, apart from few flaws that I noticed. So yeah, thanks a lot for looking into this review, and hope it helps. Hope it helps you for choosing the phone. I know people around won't be able to buy this phone because they're already using a phone that they have interest in. But if you have a budget, by the way, I bought this phone for around 13,000 rupees with a bank offer on Amazon. I know this is Flipkart, but I bought it on Amazon. So yes, I think that's it for now. And yeah, please reach out to me in the comment section if you have any queries about the phone. And thanks for watching, guys. See you again, and please subscribe, share, and keep it going, keep the wheel going so that I can reach to many other people. Thank you.